and delete functionality. Now in our return element, create a div. Then wrap this div around the button element, just like this. Now just below the div, create another div. Add a button element for delete. Add another button element to update. Now on our web page, you should see we have our elements right here. Let's add some styling to our elements. We'll add a class name to the div, margin top of 10 pixels, margin bottom 5 pixels, flex, justify between or round our borders by 10 pixels, and add padding of 5 pixels. Then return the background to gray 900. Now for our first button element, which is the delete button, add a margin to the left of 5 pixels, add padding of 5 pixels, round the borders by 10 pixels, our cursor will be pointer, our text will be red 800, and our background will be red 100. Now just take this class name, click enter to put on a new line. Now for our button element, that is the update button, we'll have a margin from the right of 5 pixels, padding of 5 pixels, round the borders with 10 pixels, the cursor will be pointer, our text will be green 800, and then our background will be green 100. And once again, put this class name on a new line by clicking enter, and then click enter again. Now go to your web page, and you should see this is much better. But when you click on these buttons, nothing actually happens. So we need to add functionality to these buttons. First, open your create blog element. Now copy this section. Then go to your admin element. And under this div element, paste your section. Now we have variables for updating our blog. So we have const title, set title, summary, set summary, content, set content. Now let's look at our web page. Go to the bottom of your admin component, and in this button that says on click create post, remove this on click handler. Now go to your web page, and you'll see that we have this create blog element here at the bottom, but we don't want it to actually be visible when the user first loads the site. Now we need a variable to control the visibility, so we use const visibility, set visibility, and we'll set it to hidden at first. Now scroll all the way down to this section that we added in, where it says create blog, remove create, replace it with update blog. Now in this class name, now wrap this class name with curly braces. Then wrap this class name with backticks. The backtick button is the button on the left of your one key on your keyboard. Now remove those inverted commas from before. Now dynamically add our visibility variable. So use a $sign and curly braces. Add an inset of 0, which just means our section element will appear on top of every other element. And then add a fixed variable, which just means our section element will appear in the same place no matter what elements are around it. Alright, now we'll add a function to toggle our visibility. So in this toggle visibility function, first we check if our visibility is set to hidden, which by default, you'll see up here, it is set to hidden. Then it will set the visibility to block, meaning that the item will then be visible. Now if we click a button and the visibility is already blocked, then it will set the visibility back to hidden to hide the button. Now add an on-click event handler to our update button. If you are trying to improve your coding skills and learn how to build apps on your own, check out dayoneprogrammer.com for learning web development and mobile development. Get all the YouTube episodes in advance, plus some exclusive projects. You will also get all the learning resources for building the mobile versions of all the apps. The first 5,000 people to use the link below this video to subscribe to dayoneprogrammer.com will get 50% off their subscription for life. Now what that means is when we click the button, it will call our function to toggle visibility. So click this update button and you'll see that our blog appears. Now we need a button to cancel. If the user decides that they do not want to update the blog, they should be able to cancel and go back to the blogs page. Let's go down to this section with our update blog element. Now at the bottom with this button, we want it to say update blog. Now create another button element under this update blog button, and this will be cancel update blog. Now copy the class name from our previous button by using Ctrl+C, and in the new button leave a space, then go to a new line, then press Ctrl+V to paste the class name. Now replace the word yellow with red. BG red 700. And now here by hover, replace yellow with red once again. Hover BG red 800. Now add an on-click event handler. So when we click this cancel update blog button, we'll trigger the toggle visibility function. Now go back to your web page, click the update button, then click the cancel update blog button, and you should see that it's working perfectly. Now in this section, go to the div, and after this min height 670 pixels, add a padding to the bottom of 30 pixels. Now you should see we have space under our cancel update blog button. Now remove these placeholder values from each input. So remove placeholder title, remove placeholder summary, remove placeholder enter content. Now come back to the update button. Remove toggle visibility and replace it with curly braces. Now for the on-click event handler in our update button. First we'll set the title to blog.title, then set the summary to blog.summary, then set the content to blog.content, and then lastly we'll toggle our visibility. Now make sure that you've placed all these four functions inside these curly braces right here. Then make sure you leave a semicolon after each of them. Now let's go back to our web page. Click the update button. Now you should see that we can easily update our blogs now. But if we click the update button, nothing will happen. So now go back, cancel update blog. Go to your imports and add these. Now in your imports for Firebase / Firestore, add these imports: doc, update doc, query, where, and delete doc. Now after your toggle visibility function, create a new function. Call it async function update document. Call your function async function update document. Now create another try catch block. Create a variable called blog query and set this variable to the query of our collection of blogs, where the title is equal to the title that we passed through. Now create a query snapshot variable and set this to await get docs, and then we're passing in our blog query, just like this. If our query snapshot does not return any blogs, we will alert the user that no document has been found with that title, and then we'll simply return. Now create a doc reference variable, or doc ref, and set this equal to the doc that matches our query snapshot. Once all that is done, we'll call the update doc function. We'll pass in the document that we'd like to update, which we've set here as doc ref. Then we'll pass in the fields that we'd like to update. We'll update the title, the summary, and the content of the document. Now go to your useEffect block, which is this one right here. Take this function definition out of the block and move it above the block. So in your useEffect block, you should just be left with this getBlocks function. But the actual definition of the getBlocks function will be above the useEffect block. So back in your update doc function, so we've created the alert that the document has been successfully updated. Go on to a new line. Then call this getBlocks function. Now if there's an error, we need to catch the error. And then create an alert of the error.message. Now go down to this update blog section. Look for the update blog button. Now create an on-click event handler. So when we click this update blog button, we'll call our update document function and we'll toggle the visibility to hide this section once again. Now go back to your web page, click update, change the title to updated demo blog. Then let's change our summary to updated random summary. Now let's change our content to this is the updated content. Now click update blog. If you are trying to improve your coding skills and learn how to build apps on your own, check out dayoneprogrammer.com for learning web development and mobile development. Get all the YouTube episodes in advance, plus some exclusive projects. You will also get all the learning resources for building the mobile versions of all the apps. The first 5,000 people to use the link below this video to subscribe to dayoneprogrammer.com will get 50% off their subscription for life. Add one more variable, doc title, and set doc title. Initialize it to an empty string. Now go to your update document function and look for this line of code where it says where title equals title. Remove the second title. Replace it with doc title. So now this line should say where title is equal to doc title. Now look for your update button. After this line where it says set title blog.title, add in this line that says set doc title blog.title. So now you should have one set title blog.title and one set doc title blog.title. Now let's go to our web page. click update. Let's change our title to updated blog title. Change your summary to this is the updated blog summary. And let's change our content to random updated content. Then click update blog. And you should see this alert. It says successfully updated document. Now open Firebase. Reload this page. Make sure that you're in this tab that says Firestore database. Now you should see the content has been updated to random updated content. Our summary has been updated to this is the updated blog summary, and our title has been updated to updated blog title. Now if you don't see this on the first one, then click through the other documents and make sure that at least one of your documents has been updated. Now we need to add a delete function. So when we click this delete button, we can delete a blog. So right under your update document function, under your update document function, create an async function to delete document. Async function delete document. Now add a try catch block. Create a blog query variable. Then create a query snapshot that invokes a getDocs function and passes in our blog query. Now, if we don't find the snapshot for the blog we're looking for, we'll alert the user, no document found with that title, and then return. So far, this catch block is the exact same as our update document catch block. Now create this doc.ref variable. Invoke this delete doc function by typing await delete doc, and we pass in our doc reference. If the function is successful, alert the user with an alert, successfully deleted the document. Then call the getBlogs function. Now catch our error. And then alert the user with the error.message. Now look for your delete button, which is right here. Stay in your delete function, and after delete document, after this delete doc function, we need to pass in a value, and then use the value over here, where title equals value. Now look for your delete button. Now add an onClick event handler. Then assign this confirm delete variable to window.confirm. Are you sure you want to delete this blog? If the user clicks OK to this window.confirm event, then we'll proceed to delete the document and pass through the blog title. Now on your web page, go to our updated blog, click delete, click OK. You should see this alert, successfully deleted the document. Then click OK. Now you should see we reload the blogs and that blog is gone. What happens if you want to upload an image to Firebase and display the image somewhere over here? If you are trying to improve your coding skills and learn how to build apps on your own, check out dayoneprogrammer.com for learning web development and mobile development. Get all the YouTube episodes in advance, plus some exclusive projects. You'll also get all the learning resources for building the mobile versions of all the apps. The first 5,000 people to use the link below this video to subscribe to theyownprogrammer.com will get 50% off their subscription for life.